Hey, welcome to Sportsbook Review, everybody. I'm Mike Brenner. It's Thursday, January 12th. This is the Puckheads. I missed the last show, but from what I understand, Pistol Pete just picked up and just absolutely killed it. And, you know, that's what good friends are for, and that's what a good partner's for. Pistol Pete, I'm not kidding you. I love working with that guy. There's not a sport he doesn't know something about. So with that being said, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. I understand both of you went 1-1 in your picks. You actually went up a couple units, Scotty Carter. By God, that's a damn miracle. Dana Lane, how's everything going with you out in Vegas, and how's your record as of late?
I'm doing fine.
Everything's going great. I mean, it's cold here. It's as cold as it is back east. So anybody who doesn't think this is a hockey town with hockey weather is mistaken. But we're headed out to California on Saturday for the Ducks Blues game. So I think it's going to be a little bit warmer. But as far as the record in units are concerned, the only thing that matters is that we're up plus units and we're playing on house money, and that's exactly where we are.
Absolutely. With that being said, let's throw the record up. He's heading out to California now. This guy's traveling every other week. What are we doing wrong? Seriously.
We live in Costa Rica. Come on.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Matter of fact, and I'm
going to Punta Cana in 2 weeks too. So what am I complaining about?
And his wife's in Colombia. I mean,
yeah, hell,
what a terrible life.
I'll tell you what a wild weekend this is going to be with football. Yeah. All right, guys, let's get serious. Let's make our viewers some money and let's cash some tickets. So we're going to start off with you, Dana. Hit us with your first pick, something that maybe nobody's even taken a look at today.
Well, our first pick is going to be the Boston Bruins over the Nashville Predators minus $1.13. And, you know, I've been been very critical of the Bruins as far as they're being sloppy from night to night. I always like to use the term, I have no idea who they are, and I don't know who they are. But I did find out who they could be against the St. Louis Blues when I saw Zdeno Chara and Brandon Carlo play absolutely out of their minds defensively. And that was the first time I saw that pairing play on top of their game that where I would expect them to be. When you got a guy that's almost 40 years old blocking 5 shots and his rookie line mate blocking another 3, that's exactly what the Bruins need to be successful. The other thing tonight is Colin Miller is doubtful to play. Adam McQuaid will not play for the Bruins, but don't run to the window thinking they're going to be down defensively, because sometimes there's an inspired effort that comes from guys being out, and I expect guys like John Michael Lyles or Joe Morrow to come in and play extremely well in their absence. So I expect an inspired effort out of the Bruins. Let's see if you get that effort from their top defensive pairing, but I'm willing to take a shot with them minus $1.13 for a unit against the Predators.
Well, that's my first play. You know, Rask is 2-1-2 against the Preds. He knows how to play these guys. It's not spectacular, but he knows how to get it done. I think this team's going to start picking up some momentum right now, and that's one of my plays as well. I got a minus 113. I think the facts that you laid out about these veteran defensemen, that bleeds down to these younger guys on that roster. So that team might catch a spark now because of this. The game they played against St. Louis was absolutely admirable. It was probably their best complete effort in 3 periods all year long. So with that being said, I think that's a ticket casher. Scotty Carter, what's your thoughts on Boston?
I like his analogy about the team stepping up when their players are injured. Look at the Montreal Canadiens for a good example. 7 regulars out and they're kicking it right now. So yeah, I've always liked Boston all year. Sometimes they've been up and down, so hopefully it's not a down.
Okay, so you're not going to jump in this
I'm not going to jump on that one, no. But I like that pick. Yeah. I mean, if I had to pick that game, I'd take the same pick as well.
Okay, yeah, you got to work on your verbiage.
Which time you just spoke.
Yeah. All right, Scotty Carter, hit us with your first place. Since you're not going to jump on board with this ticket cash.
I'm doing some overs today. Those are my overs today. Today, I'm taking the first game is going to be over 5, minus 130 in the Vancouver-Philadelphia Flyers game.
I don't even want to talk about them Flyers right now. You can jump all over me, and I'll have to take it like a man because, by God, they had that 10-game winning streak. Now I think they've lost 9 out of 11. They can't kick their way out of a damn paper bag.
Just to follow up on that, no team in NHL history has ever gone on a 10-game winning streak and not made the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they're flirting with that. So
they are flirting.
I'm looking for them to both come out today, both teams to score a few goals and have it like a 4-3 game. It's going to be over. I think it's going to be over by the second period.
Well, you and Dana are young guys. You won't remember this, but I put a phone call into Bernie Perrant to see if he could step it up and see if he still had anything left, if he could get between the pipes tonight, maybe save this damn team. But you know what? He hung up on me. So, Jesus, Bernie Perrant, I miss him. All right, so you're going with the over 5, minus 130. 130 Vancouver and Philly. I like the outlook. Okay, and again, minus 130. So you're feeling pretty good about that because the book's obviously
3 units on all these plays for me today.
3 units. Okay, Dana, hit us with your second pick, my man.
Yeah, the second play, Mike, is we're gonna play off of that Bruins St. Louis game and take the St. Louis Blues tonight plus $1.22 over the Los Angeles Kings. And I expect a much more inspired effort from St. Louis because sometimes in a loss, you go into your locker room and say, geez, I got a 40-year-old Zdeno Chara throwing himself around the ice. That's what it takes to win hockey games. And let's also not forget that Jake Allen was pulled in that first period against Boston. And here's a guy that certainly has a lot to prove. He's not played as well as he did last season, and he is going to get the start tonight. So I expect an inspired effort from him tonight and also his teammates. And I think getting $1.22 is a fair price against the Los Angeles Kings that basically does not have any offensive firepower at this point.
Except for Carter, right? Except for Carter. Right? I mean, he's playing the lights out.
He thought you were throwing props to yourself.
Myself.
I was going to say, when the hell did you start playing hockey?
Carter's having an unbelievable year for the Kings, right? He's just playing unbelievable.
You know what? I like that breakdown because at the end of a game like they had against Boston, you got two choices. You're either going to put your tail between your legs and you're going to try to figure it out, or you're going to look at the other side and say, look what they did, and you get inspired. I think the team is well coached enough, and I think they have enough veteran presence to do just that. I like that play, and on top of that, you're taking $22 on top of the 100. That's beautiful. All right, that's your second play. Scotty, let's hit us with your second play now.
My second play is going to be over 5 minus 110 in Edmonton Oilers at home to the New Jersey Devils. Taylor Hall, first game back in Edmonton after several years being the number 1 draft pick in 2006.
Yeah.
So I look for to be a great electricity game, back and forth. You know, the Edmonton Oilers team is looking forward to seeing him back playing in the new stadium, and I look for rocking.
It's an arena, it's not a stadium. I'm going to set you straight on that one.
Stadium.
Dana, what's your thoughts on that with Edmonton to New Jersey with Scotty Carter there? You like that breakdown?
Yeah, I mean, obviously for me, I mean, at this point in the year, I really want to look at the teams that are playing better defensively. And defensively, in relation to having some depth, is really important when you're wagering, because now these teams are really starting to tighten down a lot. And hey, look, you know, the Devils in the offseason made some moves to tighten down themselves defensively. I'm not sure if that's worked out. Edmonton's still the side I would certainly be on, but I think it's going to be a lot tougher game than maybe some people would think.
Yeah, and I think everybody's waiting for New Jersey to turn that corner because of the money they did spend during the offseason. You know, the fruits of that definitely haven't been shown yet. But again, this is that time of year in NHL hockey when stuff starts heating up and, you know, people start figuring it out. You know, guys really decide if they're going to give it all.
If you listen to the locker room for New Jersey, they said that they're on a 4-game road trip right now. This is the first game, and they said this is their do or die for their season right now.
See, and I like that.
I like that. That's why I think it's going to be
intensity, and you got to.
And the score is going to be a little higher.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it today. I've got 1 pick. Scott Carter's got 2, and Dana Lane's got 2. The Puckheads are back, and I'm telling you, next week we're going to pick it up even more because I'm feeling pretty good about this Boston game. You probably should have jumped in that car, Scotty Carter.
Which car?
The car that's going to the bank with me and Dana Lane because, buddy, we're going to leave you behind. We've been doing that all year. That shit's got to be getting old.
I feel like that CNN reporter talking to Trump sometimes.
Oh, my God. You know what? I love giving him a hard time. I might have been out for a day, but I did not miss a day of giving him a hard time, Dana. All right, viewers, you heard it. Dana, you take care out there and let us know when you go to California because we want to still do the show while you're out there. Scotty Carter, always good to have you, and it's always even better to see you leave.
No comment.
Ah, shit. Okay. All right, viewers. That's the Puckheads today. And again, I'm coming off of a cold, so bear with us. But tonight we're going to cash these tickets. So jump on board, and we'll see you again next week.
I missed that low shank guy.
Yeah, I do too.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.